reading what market thinks of future Fed actions using the 30-day federal funds rate futures contracts. Now, the way these contracts work, for each contract month, the reference rate is calculated as the 30-day average of 30, not 30-day, as the month average of EFFR, and it is compared to the implied rate when you enter into the contract. Technically speaking, these contracts are daily settled, but the cumulative effect will be as such. If you simply type 30-day federal funds on CME, getting the link is a lot quicker that way instead of navigating through a CME website. This happens to be a lot true for a lot of things. For example, whenever I wanted the department website or College of Business website, instead of navigating through EKU, I just do a Google search and I get to the link a lot easier that way. Now, these contracts, if you look at the specs, the so-called contract unit is $4,167 times contract index. That's the reference rate, which is 100 minus R. It's the arithmetic average of daily effective federal funds rates during contract months, okay? The reason we kind of do it as a price, if you short this contract, you benefit if the price goes down. But that implies the interest rate is going up, okay? And usually we view interest rate going up as a bad thing, hence associating that with shorting is proper. If you are long this contract, you benefit if the interest rates go down. And the way basically it works, each basis point move is $41.67. So if the price went from 92.75 to 92.76, and you bought it at, you went long at 91.75, you made $41.67 per contract. If you were long 1,000 contracts, you made, 41,670, and so on. That's for trading purposes. What this gives us kind of, it tells us what market thinks is going to happen. So currently, EFFR is 4.58 and is expected to remain same until the next Fed meeting. I mean, technically speaking, it is not guaranteed to remain same, but there has to be something really extraordinary for Fed to do an emergency meeting and change the rate. For all intents and purposes, that's a zero probability event. It's not zero, but, very small probability. but after the meeting, it may go up by, it may stay the same, go up by 25 basis points, 50 basis points, 75 basis points, and so on. Typically, we're gonna kind of lock that into one of the two items. Either it's gonna go up by 25 or 50, or 0 or 25. So let's think about lower and upper. Suppose it will be either 25 or 50. We will say Fed will increase by 50 basis points with probability P, or 25 basis points with probability 1 minus P. In most cases, what those upper and lower will be should not be that difficult to figure out, but we will also use our spreadsheet to figure out what that should be. The rate, the average rate implied by the futures price is 100 minus the price. Currently, for the March contract, there's no meeting in February, so there's not much point looking at the February. 95,335. Okay. Hence, implied rate is 100 minus 95.335, 4.665. That's essentially market's expected effective fund rate, average effective funds rate for May. Okay, for March, I'm sorry. Now let's find out the next meeting date. Of FOMC. I mean, this is technical, but there's a difference between Federal Reserve and the FOMC. Federal Reserve is the bank. FOMC is the committee that makes the decision on federal funds rate. Not all Fed members are part of it. The board plus a rotating set of regional banks. And next meeting is March 21 and 22nd. It will be March 21, which means starting with March 23, the new rate will be effective. So if the rates go up by 50 basis points, we should expect EFFR to be 5.08 on March 23 and after. If it's 25, it's going to be 483. If it's 0, it's going to remain at 458. That means the average for the month will be For 22 days, the current rate, 458. And for remaining 9 days, it will be 483 if rates went up by 25 BPS, or 508 if rates went up by 50 BPS. So we will first calculate the expected EFFR average. It's going to be 22 times 458 plus, with probability 1 minus P, that's the probability that it's going to go up only by 25. It's going to be 483 with probability P. It's going to be 508. But all of this is going to happen for 9 days. Divided by 31. The rate, then we will solve for P to make the expected EFFR average equal to the average implied by the market price.